What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming to get your daily dose of information, inspiration, or maybe just a smile from the Enriched Minds podcast. All that being said, we got to talk. I want to talk about an array of things today. It's just not just one particular topic. Crazy shit still going on. Government still shut down. I know a lot of you guys don't care, but this is for those who do. President Trump is being looked at as a possible agent for Russia. President of the United States might be working for another government. That's some pretty crazy shit. What else is going on in the news? Homelessness through the roof. In New York, LA, Seattle, and Boston, homelessness has crossed the 32% affordable threshold. Only 32% of the population can afford to live in these places. Pretty fucked up. A lot of greed leads to that. A lot of bad politics. A lot of corruption. But hey, that's America, right? What else we got going on in the news? Well, fuck it. Let's just jump right into it. What do I want to talk about? What are our top stories here that are actually mind-blowing? Okay, first up, Denver barber seeks retribution over arrest of riding while black. Sound familiar, right? Here we go. A local barber said he was falsely handcuffed and detained in connection to a crime simply because he's a black man. I don't want to say his name. Well, I can pronounce it. It's Jamil Brown, who owns Style Design and Fades in downtown Denver, named 3 officers in a lawsuit for boarding a light rail train at the Decatur Federal Station and immediately taking his little ass slap into custody in connection to shots fired in a church kitchen. Who the fuck is popping off in the church? Police said, "We need to take you outside, please." That's what the officers seen and heard saying in the body cam video moments after they got on the train. Brown is seen in the video wearing headphones and seated among dozens of other passengers on his way to work. According to the lawsuit, officers were looking for a man for popping at least one shot into the kitchen ceiling at Mean Street Ministry. Go fucking figure. You got a church named Mean Street and they pop it in the kitchen. Well, anyway, except for being black, the lawsuit said the description of the suspected gunman, short and obese, did not match Brown, who's tall and thin. Nor did the name. They knew who did the popping in the motherfucking kitchen. He probably wanted his money. This government shutdown shit got everything twisted up, but okay. Police yanked his little ass up and held him for roughly 30 minutes after they got his identification and knew he wasn't the one they was looking for because coincidentally, he had a pistol on him without a permit. A charge that was ultimately dismissed. So remember that. They tossed it out because they knew they ain't had no business fucking with that boy, but because he was African American, might have looked a little shady, set off the officer's radar. They yanked his little ass up, wanted to rub him down to see if he had something illegal on him, which he did was a pistol. It was embarrassing, my man said. I felt violated. Brown and his attorney argued that the officers violated his rights under the 4th Amendment, which prohibits unreasonable searches and seizures. Another attorney is using the same goddamn argument trying to get that bread out the police. It is literally the case that Mr. Brown was detained, searched, handcuffed, and arrested for a crime of riding while black in gross violation of his civil rights, the lawsuit says. Defendant's detention of Mr. Brown was not justified at its inception because they had no, I don't even know how to say this word, I ain't even going to do it. They had no reasonable suspicion that this motherfucker committed air crime. Okay? Hopefully he get that bread. It's continuing in 2019. Hey, what are we going to say? Moving on to the next crazy ass headline. We have I gotta say, we live in one of the dumbest fucking countries on the earth. I love this country. I'm not hating it, but y'all gotta admit, it's a lot of dumbasses here. Here we go. The car crash caused by the Bird Box Challenge reveals the dark side of memes. Meaning, these stupid motherfuckers out here in today's age is trying to recreate some bullshit they seen on TV or meme. Okay, let me read it. Netflix tried to warn us. After videos started surfacing on social media of people doing the Bird Box Challenge, where they navigate mundane or even dangerous situations while wearing a blindfold like Sandra Bullock's character in the hit movie. Netflix tweeted earlier this month pleading with y'all stupid motherfuckers to cut it out before it gets ugly. But last week, in Layton, Utah, some dumbass 17-year-old decided to up the stakes by attempting the challenge while driving with a 16-year-old passenger. And of course, this bitch then went crash slap on in the oncoming traffic. Police Lieutenant Travis Lyman told the news that the driver pulled her beanie over her eyes while she was driving, leading to the accident. She ended up losing control of her car and skidded into the westbound lanes of the Layton Parkway and hit another car, but it ended up fucking off a light pole as well. Fortunately, no one was hurt in the incident. Thank God she didn't kill a fucking family, that dumb shit. But the incident is eerily familiar to the dark days of this summer's In My Feelings challenge, where Drake fans kept injuring they stupid ass, hopping out of moving cars to hit a fucking two-step to the summer bop. The feds over at the National Transportation Safety Board had to denounce the motherfucking challenge after bodies were stacking. Well, injuries were stacking up, including one goddamn Iowa City teen who done fractured her skull. And now the authorities in Utah and other states like Colorado and Oregon are speaking out because these dumb motherfuckers is back at it again. And it's a goddamn shame. What's with everybody in these challenges? Now you got the 10-year challenge. For those of you that are listening and don't know, the 10-year challenge is where I'm predominantly on Instagram. I barely go on Facebook, so I don't know if it's on Facebook, but on Instagram, everyone's posting a picture of themselves from 10 years ago side by side with the picture from today or a recent pic. And why is this so popular? I don't know. I guess people want to show that they haven't aged at all or they've aged well. But some of the pictures I haven't noticed is nobody gained no weight in the motherfuckers. So I guess those are the ones that's just not participating. The ones that put on maybe like 40, 50 in 10 years, maybe 80. Ones that like to not diet and exercise. And also I haven't seen any of the fake body part girls 10-year challenge. Now, I know some of y'all probably got it maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago, so you got to participate in the next one. But just participate in it anyway. You're going to show your change, show your evolution. You show off that surgery, show off the 30 bands or whatever this shit costs. I don't know. But why is everyone taking these challenges so seriously? I mean, are you that hard up for attention? You want everybody? I mean, come on now. It's useless. If you're gonna do a challenge, have a who can save the most money challenge, or who can learn the most in a year challenge. Let's do some of those challenges instead of motherfuckers hopping out the car, dancing the kiki and injuring themselves, and end up hurting, going to the hospital, or end up making somebody crash their shit from avoiding hitting your stupid ass. It's a shame. No more. If we're gonna do some challenges, let's do a positive challenge. Let's do a challenge on who can learn another language in the shortest amount of time challenge. How about that? Everybody likes challenges, but let's do some that matter. Because a fucking 10-year challenge don't matter. Me, 10 years ago, who gives a fuck what I look like then? I don't even remember. I pretty much look the same. I look the same my whole life. So, I mean, listen, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Some people aren't proud of themselves in the 10-year challenge. Are we going to rub it in? We going to make them want to do a mass shooting? Calm the fuck down, people. And the fake body part girls. Show your stuff, baby. You know, be proud of what you bought, boo. I never dated, well, I've dated women with boob jobs. But I don't think I haven't touched a fake butt. I'm lame. Okay, I don't be in the strip club. I don't really be a whole lot of places where fake booties are. I mean, it just so happens I don't be around them that much. I mean, maybe I am, I just don't know it. Maybe they're fine as a motherfucker. I thought this is what their mama gave them, but maybe it's fake. What do they feel like? What does fake booties feel like, gentlemen and ladies that are into that? Comment, please. Drop a comment, Instagram, YouTube. I want to know. It seems different. Is it silicone or a lot of them motherfuckers is dying. They getting cement put in them and all these illegal injections and shit like this here. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Here's a story. When Leslie Ayala traveled to New York from Philadelphia on June 17th for another round of black market injections to enhance her buttocks, she expected to leave with more curves, not going into fucking cardiac arrest. Instead, goddamn, she was 48 doing this dumb shit. The 48-year-old suffered an embolism while recovering from the illegal procedure at a friend's house in the Boogie Down Bronx. Fucked around and perished anyway, despite going to the hospital. On Tuesday, the city's medical examiner ruled her death a fucking homicide. And the spokeswoman confirmed that she died of systemic silicone embolism syndrome due to cosmetic silicone injections of buttocks and thighs. So let that be a lesson to y'all ass. It says, if not done by a properly trained and licensed physician, silicone injections can cause embolisms that can stop a patient's heart. So all y'all bitches out there trying to make an extra couple dollars and swear you saw how the doctor do it, you know how to do it, they gonna charge your ass with a murder. You end up on the fucking first 48. Now motherfuckers gonna be on the first 48 from booty injections. Ain't that a bitch? In the first 48, 911 received a phone call about a body found. Authorities arrived to find Lakeisha Watkins dead. I know this ain't no laughing matter. I'm not laughing at people dying, but why are we so infatuated with, or let's say, why are women so infatuated with changing their bodies? That's a question that I've been wondering. It's instilled in women from childhood. Think about it. You need some makeup to look good, girl. You can't go nowhere without no makeup, or you're not old enough to wear makeup. Put this wig on. Which, by the way, Meek Mill said that shit should have stayed in 2018. And I agree for several reasons, but I'm not hating on the wig wearers. But I agree. And Amber Rose clapped back and said, fuck that. But take it from a man's perspective, women. Everybody ain't got the money for them good-ass wigs. Now, some women are wearing wigs, I don't even know it. But I can tell a lot of times, which is bad. It looks bad. You better off showing the stumps underneath it, the little twig ponytails or whatever you call it, plaits. Show that, baby. Go natural. And this is why. A friend of mine, he picked up a girl. He had been talking to her for a minute. It was a hot summer night in Orlando, Florida. He wanted to take her for a spin on his motorcycle. He had a fast bike too. I used to dog the shit out of it. So anyway, he puts her on the back, gets it up to about 70. He's trying to show off. That's what he did. He crashed that bitch a few times trying to shine he ain't that good of a rider. Hopefully, I ain't talked to him in a while, but hopefully he don't ride no more. But anyway, he's got a pretty young lady on the back. All of a sudden, he telling me she's tapping him on the shoulder very hard, and she's screaming something. And he turns around and looks at her, and it's somebody else on the motorcycle. And he's like, who the fuck are you? And she says, my goddamn wig blew off. We got to turn around and get it. He didn't recognize her without the wig on, because the chick that he was attracted to had a decent amount of hair. The chick that was on the motorcycle that was tapping him had hair like me. He ain't attracted to women with hair like me. And had he known that from the beginning, he wouldn't have wasted his time or her time. So needless to say, and this is a true story, he was disturbed by who he found out was really on the back of that motherfucking motorcycle. So he took her to the he took her to the Greyhound station and dropped her off and left her. Now, that's fucked up. He shouldn't have done that. He had the girl come from out of town, and they were supposed to have this lovely time together, but that was a deal breaker. And so I'm just saying, women, at least have a picture on you of how you really look. You know what I'm saying? You know, so think about this. I want you to look at it from this perspective. If you need to wear that wig to feel good or to feel pretty, then you know it's going to drastically alter your appearance. Now, it might sound like I'm picking on you, but hear it from my perspective. Hear it from a man's perspective. If I put a billy club in my motherfucking pants and I'm walking around with sweatpants on and you think I'm rocking a table leg, and when it come down to it, I got a little Vienna sausage, a little 2-3 inches I'm trying to work with, you're going to feel betrayed. Then you go to women, y'all can always get away with being mean. You're like, oh, nah, fuck that girl. This motherfucker, I'm thinking he rocking a table leg. This motherfucker got something that I can't even see. What the fuck is that? It's the same thing. We think we got something with some long hair because maybe we're attracted to that. Some guys are attracted to short hair. I'm attracted to attractive women. I don't give a damn about the hair, but I do feel betrayed if you're not who you presented. Some of y'all seen this movie, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. When the girl snatches off the wig, she got one little sprout of hair sticking up with a bow tie on that motherfucker. She pulls off the titty, she pulls off the ass, and she pulls off the leg. That's being deceptive. Because if you thought you was good without it, you wouldn't have had all that shit on there. So let's be honest. Should the wigs, cheap wigs especially, stay in 2018? Now, some of you women are saying, oh, well, I got long hair up under here. I just didn't feel like doing it. That's cool. Because the shit that's up under there matches the outside. And you can try to attack me all you want. We know if you felt pretty without it, you wouldn't have the shit on. So you hiding something, goddammit. That's my opinion. You hiding something. Don't hide nothing from me. I'm single. I'm dating. And fuck, man. I mean, it's nothing like I'm old. Okay, I'm old as shit. Compared, well, I'm old. Fuck it. I don't care. Anyway, a lot of dating is done online now. I'm from the old school where you approach somebody, you switch the number. That's the only way you had to do it. You didn't have a fucking online option. When I was growing up, you had to have the heart and the charm and suaveness to step to a woman face to face and let her know how you feel about her. Get to know her. You know what I'm saying? Smoothly. Player style. Now, everybody's texting and online. Right? They're doing the 10-year challenge damn near online. A lot of these women doing the 10-year challenge online, but they're not doing the after. They're just doing the 10-year ago picture. Where, well, some of you are. Some women, I can go through their pictures and I can literally watch them put on 40 pounds. I'm not making fun of nobody. I'm not trying to be funny. But what I'm saying is, it's very deceptive. You online dating is very deceptive. Very deceptive. I'm drinking a little beer tonight. I usually don't drink beer. I usually drink liquor, but I'm relaxed. I'm feeling good. So, fuck it. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my personal experiences. So, case in point, I meet a woman online. We set up a date. I call her the day of the date, maybe 6 hours prior. I say, hey, are we still on for the evening? Oh, yeah, sure. Are you going to come pick me up? Of course. No problem. I'll come scoop you. At the time, I had a little truck. I had a little single cab truck. Wasn't no back seats in it or nothing. Very close, very intimate space in that cab. I go pick her up 6 hours later. She gets it, and she had a house. So I pull in the driveway, okay? She gets in the truck, and I put the truck in reverse, and I back out of the driveway, and as I turn onto the street, the smell of old onions hit me. Like a right cross, Tyson style. Boom. I'm thinking to myself, holy fuck, wait a minute. I know it ain't me. I like to stay fresh. Hygiene is on fleek. Can't be me. I look at her. She trying to look down there like she's trying to play something off. Funky as fuck. So, listen, I'm honest. Brutally sometimes it gets me in trouble. But hey, at least I didn't lie to you. So I told her, I didn't tell her she was musty. I just told her I can't do it, baby. She was like, what you mean? I said, look, I'm not in the mood. So I literally went around the block and dropped the ass back off. Went home and deleted everything on the online profile, on the dating profile. Because, and this was like in its infancy, let's say maybe about 10 years ago. I'm thinking to myself, man, what the fuck am I doing online trying to date somebody, man? If I would have smelled her off the top, I wouldn't have wasted no time, no nothing. And so it got me to thinking, you can't really judge the person. I'm not meaning in an acceptable way, but if that person's for you or not. Because some people got a stink fetish. So and I'm not saying anything bad. I don't have stink fetishes. I like pleasant smells, like perfume and shampoo, things of that nature. Stink fetishes leads me to believe someone's unclean. Now, I know some people can take a bath and they might be natural and they don't like the deodorant and shit and they get a little musty. That's just not for me. I'm not judging nobody. I like to, that's the allure for me. The smell of a woman, the femininity. You can look at a picture and then when you get on the phone, she talk like that. She sound like a fucking man. That's kind of like a deal breaker for a lot of men because you want to hear a sexy voice. All this. This is all a part of the dating process. So I thought. But now we're online. And it's interesting. A lot of women don't know how to converse online. I can write, hey there, how are you? What are you up to today? They write back, I'm fine. I eventually run out of shit to say because it's like it's a one-way conversation, which is kind of like an interview. It's kind of like no one's asking me anything back. If they respond to me, it would make me think that they're somewhat interested, but maybe people just don't know how to converse. I don't know. People are so antisocial now. I've met girls and had a good time. We out drinking and dancing and shit, and I'd call them the next day. They act like none of that shit happened. They sobered up. Now they're like, oh my God, I'm not that kind of girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, fuck. Yeah, you are. You just try to hide it. You try to suppress it. Let the freak out, baby. Every man ain't gonna judge you for being no freak. A freak is a good thing. This is 2019. If you ain't a freak, you might be single for an extended period of time. I don't know. I hear sex is down amongst the teens, and maybe this new generation, maybe they're just not as sexual. I'm from the old school. We sexual, intimate, all that. Where you gotta know how to please somebody. Anyway, there's a lot of women online looking to make a couple of extra dollars. Looking for some generous men. Men who might want to pay for some company. You know what I'm saying? These little sites have been saturated with that kind of shit. And I wonder if it actually works. I see a lot of black women say white men only, and look, I ain't stupid. I know white men tend to be more generous than African American man. We want more than a little company, huh, ladies? We want the whole goddamn cake. We want the whole cake. But anyway, you ruin it. They need a site for that. Well, I guess they took it down. It was back page, but everybody went to jail on that motherfucker. They were just rampant. But I see it's difficult dating in 2018, and I'm sure all the fuck shit is going to continue into 2019 heavily. Not a lot of people to converse with on these things. A lot of women with walls up. A lot of damaged women. It's something else that I run into. And I mean, I'm not picking on nobody. I'm not putting nobody down. But before you seek some sort of companionship, maybe you need to go get a little help so you can be capable of receiving and giving, because it's a two-way street. I can't, a man can only do so much to make you comfortable, boo. But I ain't jumping out the fucking window just so you know I care. That's not going to happen. But it's interesting. I see a lot of these women on there selling themselves. They say the term they use is roses. I want some roses. You got to have them roses if you want to come pick me up. Or, 300 roses for an hour. Shit like that. It's a lot of massage therapists on there too. Okay? Body massages. Intimate style. Discreet. See all this shit on a dating site. And I don't want to put no dating sites out there. I don't want to promote them either, but I don't want to put none out there anyway. But for those of y'all that are on those sites, y'all know what I'm talking about. Especially from a man's point of view. And a lot of these girls are saying they're bosses. They're a boss. I'm a boss bitch. My time is money. And I think that somehow the definition of boss has been misconstrued, because I don't know when selling sex became a boss move. Just because you don't have a pimp, I'm just equating this as a profession, as a career. A pimp, I guess, essentially is the boss. And if you don't have a pimp, you think you're the boss. Well, I can see how they think that way, but selling your body doesn't make you a boss. First of all, a boss has people that work for them, right? 1 or 2 employees, not themselves. I'm my own boss. Well, I mean, just because nobody tells you what to do, you think you're a boss? I kind of disagree. A boss has people that depend on him to get paid, or her, depend on him or her to get paid, which is called employees. A boss has something called payroll, which you got to make sure people getting paid, people are straight. When you go out there to hustle, you hustling for everybody back here, not just yourself. If you just on a solo mission, boo, and you just selling your body, you just a hoe, prostitute. That's not necessarily a boss. Heidi Fleiss, for instance, that's a boss. She had a plethora of girls. She was a madam. For y'all who don't know, she was a famous, infamous madam. I think out of New York. Very high profile clients. Had a lot of girls that pleased those men. That's boss shit. But you out there by yourself, or the other new term is they're masking it behind this Instagram model where their booking information is in the bio. Who the fuck is gonna book you for anything, baby? You just got your pussy out on Instagram with an inspirational quote on You got your kitty cat out on Instagram with an inspirational quote, and somebody's gonna pay you to do what? Other than something of an adult nature, something sexual. It's nonsense. little girls, don't follow that path. Okay, I know they look cool, and now a study shows that likes on social media is very important to this younger generation of women. They said a phone is used differently between teen boys, for instance, and teen girls. Teen boys, it's video games, internet porn. Teen girls, it's for posting on social media, the selfies, and then they sit back and they wait on these likes. It's very important. Without that, they might get bullied and they might get pushed to cutting themselves or even worse, suicide. So, little girls, that's not a profession. Getting paid, living off of your beauty is not a career. Now, it might get you by. It might get your rent paid. It might get your car paid. It might do several things for you. Get some money in your pocket. That's, I'm not hating on that. But that being your sole income and your sole purpose is going to lead you down a dark path. Because one day, if you're lucky, you'll get to be old like me. You'll get to participate in the 10 and the 20-year challenge. And sometimes 20 years later, sometimes 10 years later, your value done went down. You were so cute, all you like to do was eat and get cute, that you didn't like to work out or watch what you eat. So you expand a little bit in the wrong manner. Value goes down. Another young girl pops up. She took your place, boo. Now you're stuck. Now you ain't making no more money. You didn't go to college because you was with these ballers who was taking care of you. You was on yachts and touring the world and in Ibiza and all over the world. Miami, you at Art Basel. Understand? All the end shit, you there. That shit dies out, boo. If you're going to be a boss, learn something. Use your brain to get paid, not your body. Your brain going to last a lot longer than your body, baby. And young girls, listen to your parents. Take your ass to college. Try to focus. It's okay to be cute, but don't let that be all you got going for you. Learn another language. Impress a couple of CEOs with your mind on top of your body. You'll find yourself a good husband who'll respect you most of the time. A lot of y'all young ladies on these dating sites, I know a lot of motherfuckers on there is garbage. I know they looking for one thing. Don't take it out on me, baby. Listen to me. I just want to talk. I don't even, I don't live the life most people might think I do. I don't have a whole lot of sex like that. I mean, I probably could. I know I could. But, I mean, once you get to a certain space mentally, I've done all the shit. I don't want the hassle all the time. I get a little nookie, now she calling with every fucking problem. I don't want to hear that shit. I'm addicted to peace. I love peace, quiet, bored. I have a choice. I'm not taken by life getting pulled in every direction. I have choices, calm choices. I'm not in a rush. I'm old. I don't want to be in a fucking rush. But speaking of young girls, okay, this is probably not the last time I'm talking about this R. Kelly shit, but this is funny. This isn't I'm not going to go into a tirade like the past couple of episodes. This one's funny. Okay. Okay. The headline says, no, Iyanla cannot fix R. Kelly's life. If y'all don't know, it's a show, I think it's on the Oprah Network. Iyanla Vanzant, Fix My Life. People go to her with their problems, and she comes to them, and she puts them in their place, and she's done, I mean, of course, she does nothing with celebrities, but I think I did see a piece of the one with DMX and his son, and that shit was pretty heartbreaking. Some of that shit, I don't even know why it's televised. Well, anyway, she said R. Kelly fucked around and reached out to her. Want to know if she can help him fix his shit. So here we go. The Chicago native has been reportedly suffering from panic attacks because he know prison is in the forecast, which began days preceding the premiere of Lifetime's Surviving R. Kelly. The shit hadn't even came out yet. The nigga knew he was already collapsing because he already knew he fucked up. Anyway, after the documentary aired, the attacks fucked around and got worse, and he had to take his ass to the hospital. And he was asking the doctors to come make a house call. Plus, I'm sure the mass celebrity denouncing, the radio station shutdowns, and the legal pressure don't help when you're used to society enabling your rapey ass. Okay? According to Ayanna, I'm gonna just say Ayanna. Fuck it. Don't get mad, Miss. Damn, I forgot your last name already. What is it? Van Zandt. Don't get mad, Miss Van Zandt. I'm sorry. Anyway, according to Miss Van Zandt, Kels reached out for her fixing services long before the goddamn documentary came out. However, she evidently doesn't just bring anyone to a show. They have to be ready and willing to do the work. Are they willing? Are they ready? Do they have the capacity to do the work? This is what she told ABC News Radio. He didn't have the emotional capacity, she said. Just didn't have it. And I knew, based on what I was looking at, the paces that I would have to take him through, it would have been brutal. She revealed that in order for any real change to occur, there would have to be a massive healing for the R&B singer, and the first step is something he refuses to do, actually admitting to his fucking wrongdoing. But what I do know is that, this is her speaking, but what I do know is that without some long-term intervention, he doesn't have the capacity. Just wouldn't be able to hear it, receive it. Classic thing is, he's not telling the truth about it. He's still saying he ain't even much do it. Anyway, R. Kelly ain't going on the fucking show. She ain't having it. She did offer up a possible solution, suggesting rehabilitation instead of incarceration. I would never condone or justify anything that he's been accused of doing, but locking his stupid ass up is not the answer. He's sick. Well, I don't know about that. I think he needs a little time to go with that shit and go to treatment in that prison next to Cosby. He got his ass arrested, and he's sick too. Nobody gets a pass, people. Not you, not me. And we all need to look at ourselves and be honest about shit that we doing wrong. And just say it. Everybody, it's 2019. How many of y'all stopped the gym already? How many of y'all go to the gym and just be in that motherfucker playing, take a selfie, and be texted and shit? You know you fucking up. We all do. Think about that and come. Make sure you tune back in on Saturday for the next episode. And don't forget, comment, people. We can argue. I'm down. Fuck it. What we got to lose?